Today we are going to see the formula that can help you to find roots of the quadratic equation, but from where the formula has come and the procedure to derive that formula we are going to discuss here. This is the general equation of the quadratic equation. So you see what I'm doing step by step. So first I divide this equation, divide this 1 by a. So that way it will become x square b upon ax plus c upon a, and this is equal to 0 upon a, that will be 0, and this will be a upon a will be x square only. So now next step will be we take the half of this b a. This is the coefficient of x, so we do the half of the coefficient of x. So b by a, this is coefficient of x, so we do half of that. So half of that will be b upon 2a. So we b upon ax, we add the half of this square 2a, this is square, and minus b upon 2a, this is again square. We are adding and we are subtracting because we cannot change anything from our side, so we have to do this justification, and then it is c upon a equal to 0. So whenever you do like this, your first three terms will always be either x plus a whole square or x plus b whole square. Here you can see that your x, this is first, this is a square, and this b is b upon 2a, and this is whole square. You can write these three terms as. Now rest of these terms you bring that to RHS side, so it becomes b upon, you can say b square upon 4a square, and this is minus c upon a. We can simplify this further. The LCM, you can see the LCM is 4a square, so this becomes b square minus 4ac. So your x plus b upon 2a whole square now has come equal to this. And I discussed this earlier also with you that if x square equal to 4, then x will be equal to plus minus under root 4, or you can say plus minus 2. So we are going to remove this square by taking square root both side. Taking square root both side. So this way it will become x plus b upon 2a equal to plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. So we can simplify this further, plus minus, remove this b square minus 4ac, and denominator, root 4a square will become 2a. So you can write this equation this way. Now from here your x will be, this is minus b upon 2a, you bring take this b upon 2a to the right hand side, and this is plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So after taking LCM, you take LCM, this is 2a, and this will become minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac. So now this is your quadratic formula, or you can simply write x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is going to be very important formula. This is 2a, so I'm just writing this here again, this is 2a. So but you understand one important thing, that your zeros, the maximum number of zeros of quadratic polynomial, if it is polynomial then number of zeros are 2. If it is quadratic equation, the maximum possible number of roots will be 2. So if roots are 2, but it is not compulsory that always you will have 2 roots. You might have different conditions. First, you might not get any positive root or negative root, anything, no kind of root you can get. Second situation can be the roots can be repeated once. Third situation can be that all roots are different. So how this is gonna be decide? It is actually based on this value. So this value, which is, you can see this under root b square minus 4ac. So that value is actually called discriminant. This is called discriminant, and in short we write that as small d, and it is b square minus 4ac. So that discriminant is actually going to play very important role in deciding whether the quadratic equation has two different roots, two repeated roots, or no roots at all. So now I would like to say one more thing. Then under the square root, you cannot get any negative number. So for example, if I say that minus 4, so minus 4 is not possible. Is not possible. What it means, that under the square root there must be only positive numbers. So now on the basis of that square root must have positive number inside, so we can decide few things. First case is when d equal to 0. When d equal to 0 means capital D or small d, it's up to you. Normally we write capital D, but you can write this small d also. That capital D, if it is 0, it implies that there are two real repeated roots. So there are two repeated roots, and I would like to see discuss this why repeated roots. Because you see, if this value which is inside this square root, if it is 0, then x will be equal to minus b upon 2a. So x equal to minus b upon 2a is the only root and which is repeating in nature. So if d equal to 0, you can put d equal to 0 here, then your x will be minus b upon 2a. That's it. Case number 2, if d greater than 0, means if d is positive. So in that situation, there are two real distinct roots. So whenever you calculate d, and if you find that d is greater than 0, then you can say there are two real distinct roots. And how distinct roots we can discuss here. In this you can put value d greater than 0, then there are two values of x possible. Minus b, first you take plus, and this is under root d upon 2a. Second value will be minus b minus root d, this is d actually, upon 2a. So you will get two different real distinct roots. Third situation, when d less than 0. I was discussing this earlier that in the square root there cannot be any negative number. So whenever you get this condition, you can say there is no real root exist. Root exist. We are saying that there is no real root exist, but still we can find roots, but that roots will not be real, and that roots will be complex roots, but that will be coming in your class 11th. In class 10th you are studying only real numbers. Now this is exercise 4.3, question number 1. Find the roots if exist by quadratic formula. So when they are saying you check whether the roots are existing or not, it means they are asking you to find the value of d, and on the basis of d means discriminant, and on the basis of that you decide whether the equations will have two roots, repeated roots, or no roots at all. So we'll find this d first, but here you can see that a is your 2, b is minus 7, and d and c is your 3. So we'll calculate the value of d. D is b square minus 4ac. So you can see, you can find the value of this. B is minus 7, so this is minus 7 square minus 4 into 2 into 3. So this is 49, and this is 4 to the 8, and this is 24. So this is going to be 25. Now what it means, you can see this is greater than 0. It means, it implies there are two distinct real roots. So there are two distinct real roots, and how you can find these distinct real roots? We'll use the formula. Now we can see there are two distinct real roots, and your formula is x equal to minus b plus minus under root d upon 2a, because you have already calculated the value of d. So this is fine if I put the value of this d directly there. So this b, you can see the value of b is minus 7, so put minus 7 like this, and this is plus minus under root d. D is your 25, and 25, you know, this will be 5, and 2 into a is, this is 2. So your values will be, this is 7, this is plus minus 5, and this is 4. So your first value will be, you take first time, you take plus 5 upon 2. So this is 7, this is 2 into 2, 4. So this is 7 plus 5, 12. 12 upon 4 will be 3. Or your second value will be 7 minus 5 upon 4. So that is going to be minus 1 by 2. So there are two values, and you have found with the help of quadratic formula. So now this second part, I am leaving it to you how you solve, but just simply I am calculating the value of d. So I am now putting the values to directly. B square means 1 square minus 4 into 2 into minus 4. So this is 16 and 32, and this is going to be 33. So you can see that d is greater than 0. When d is greater than 0, it means there are two distinct roots exist, and similarly you can find with the help of this formula. Now come to this the question in which you can find some square roots. So this also can be found with the help of this. So this is 4x square plus 4 root 3 plus 3x. So you can say a equal to 4, b equal to 4 root 3, and c equal to 3. So I'm finding now d. This is b square minus 4ac. So b is 416, 16 into 3. This is 48 minus 4 into 4 into 3. So this is 16. This is again 48 minus 48. So it's going to be 0. So now you can say that there are two repeated roots. There are two repeated real roots exist. So how we can find now x equal to, you can see this is formula plus minus under root d upon 2a, but because d is 0, so you can write that plus minus 0 upon 2a. So your x will be just minus b upon 2a. So in case of when roots are repeated, you can write x equal to minus b upon 2a directly. There is no need to mention this formula, but if you mention, this is even okay. So b, you see your value of b is 4 root 3, and value of 2a, which is 2 into 4. So 4 got cancelled. So this is root 3 by 2. So this is the answer of your question. Now we'll discuss this next part. In next part, you see this a equal to 2, b equal to 1, and c equal to 4. So now how we can find this solution? And you see that d will find d. B square means 1 square minus 4 into 2 into 4. This is 16 to the 32. This is 32, and this is coming minus 31, which is negative. So you cannot find real roots. So simply you say there is no real root exist. And in that case you never try to find the solution because or the roots, because you are not going to get any real root. So simply you stop the question's answer here only. Now we'll discuss question number 3. In that you have to find roots. So we are going to use quadratic formula, but this is never compulsory to use quadratic formula. If you find it easy, you can use, or you can go to the splitting method also. So I take LCM first. So LCM if you take, then it will become x, and this will become x square minus 1. This is 3. You do cross multiplication, so you are going to get x square minus 1 equal to 3x, which you can write again as x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. It's already mentioned in that x not equal to 0. I hope like everyone must understand this thing, that why this x not equal to 0 given. This is 0 given because otherwise this 1 upon x denominator will become 0 and this complete equation will become not defined. So that's why this x not equal to 0 given here. Now further we can solve it. We can find d first. D is b square. B is minus 3 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 1. Your value of a is 1. Your value of c is 1. So your this value is going to be, this is 3 9 and this is 4 into 1, this is 4. So 9 and 4, this is going to be 13. So your x will be plus minus this minus b formula I am writing first, plus minus under root d upon 2a. You can put the values. B is, you can see that b is minus 3, so this is minus 3, and under root d will be 13, and this is 2a. This is greater than 0. You know, if it is greater than 0, then there are two real distinct root exist. So and this is 2a, and 2, this is into 1. So first x is going to be minus, this is 3, this is plus minus, this is plus minus. So first you take plus root 13 and you write just 2, and second value will be 3 minus root 13 upon 2. So you can leave your answer here only. Now come to this question. This is a question which was asked in CBSE for 4 marks. So see this question, and this type is very important. So you have to take LCM first. So this is x plus 4 and this is x minus 7 and this is 11 upon 30, and you take LCM. This is x minus 7 and this is minus. So if you bring this minus, and this is minus 4. I'm not putting bracket but making the values according to this minus sign. So you can see that your x got cancelled. This is minus 7 and this is minus 11. So this is minus 11. This is, you can multiply here. This is x square minus 3x minus 28. I can use the formula directly. I can open this. You can also think of the identity x square plus a plus b x plus ab. So I've used this. So now this is 11 upon 30. So you can cancel this 11 to this 11. Now cross multiply you do, then x square minus 3x minus 28, and this will become minus 30. Minus 30 can be brought this side, and this is 30, then this will become plus 2 equal to 0. Now we calculate d. D is minus 3 square minus 4 into 1 into 2. So this is 8 and this is 9. So this is 1. So your x will be minus b. The formula is here. So b, you can see the value of b is your minus 3. So this is minus 3 and this is plus minus under root 1 upon 2 into a is again 1. So 2 into 1. So your first value is going to be 3 plus 1 upon 2, which is 2, and second value of x will be 3 minus 1 upon 2, and that will be equal to 1. So there are two distinct real values. You can verify your values after putting these into the equation. Now come to this question number 4. The sum of reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Sum of reciprocals. You understand the language of the question, because this is very important to understand the language. You please understand that you have to do reciprocal, then you have to do sum. It is not like you do sum and then you do reciprocal. So understand the language. According to language, reciprocal has to be done first and this sum has to be done second. I have written here reciprocals, one I have written so that you can understand. Reciprocals have to be done first and sum has to be done next. So let we start, like let present age of Rahman be X years. If Rahman's age is X years, then according to question, age, or you can write here age 3 years ago, age of Rahman 3 years ago, it will be X minus 3 years. Age of Rahman after 5 years from now will be X plus 5. Now according to question, you have to do the reciprocal first, means 1 upon X minus 3 plus 1 upon X plus 5, and that sum is going to be 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 3. I am simplifying and converting this into the general form of quadratic equation, and after that you will be solving with the help of quadratic formula. So you take LCM. LCM will be this X plus 5 plus X minus 3 upon X minus 3 X plus 5, and this is going to be 1 by 3. So it can be simplified like this is 2x and this is 2x and this is plus 2, and do the cross multiplication after this step. 1 upon 3, you can open this bracket also. This is x square and this is plus 2x and minus 15. So if I open this, this will become 3 into 2 x plus 3 into 2, and this side it will become x square plus 2x minus 15. So you see how your equation will be then. This x square and 2x, and this here it will become 6x. So 6x you bring this here, so 2x minus 6x it becomes minus 4x. This is minus 15 and this is 6. 6 will you bring this side, so minus 15 and 6 it will become minus 21. This is equal to 0. So this equation you will solve with the help of quadratic formula.